Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. Justice. So some sort of possibly a decision, or it could be legal. We've got bottom of the deck is 9 of Autumn. So this is lovely. This is about kind of independence. This is about looking after yourself, self-reliance, all of those lovely things. So I feel you really are on your way, well on your way to that. You may have had a bit of a few bumps in the road, but it's just a kind of a, if you're already in that mode, then it's certainly going to be highlighted in some way for you. Okay, so let's see, we've got third house here. So third house is everything to do with communication. So this is written, verbal, body language, any form, all forms of communication coming with this. It can also be family related. You have got family things here, so it could be to do with that. So this could be general relatives, but aunts, uncles, cousins, and even siblings. Siblings come in if you've got a sibling. Something important could come up with that, or even neighbors. Especially if you are moving or relocating, then neighbors could very well be important. So all of those come in, but also short journeys. You may be driving around because vehicles are covered by this, but maps as well. So this is something that you're navigating, or you may just be going on a short trip, or you may just be looking around for other places to live, or something to do with that. But it could also be to do with business or something, or visiting family. Just take it as it resonates for you. We're all different. So vehicles and some sort of local journey or short journey. It can also be to do with electronics, the internet, all forms of online communication, everything to do with that, and also contracts and documents. Again, coming back to the house situation, you may be purchasing or letting go of something, upscaling, downscaling, whatever is your situation. So all contracts, all documents, it could be work related or something else that you're waiting to hear about. It could be this legal decision or this other decision that you're waiting on at this time. So something coming in, you're either receiving something or you are initiating something outwards to others. It's like exchange of ideas, there's communication. You could be doing research or learning something. All of these aspects do come in. Now we've got here Virgo, I analyze. So this is, as I said, a very precise energy, a very detailed energy. And with Venus going into Virgo, I feel that this could be connected in some way. So this is about, weighing things up. It's a very analytical ability that the Virgos have. They can sort out the wheat from the chaff. They can really weigh things up. They can give you all the pros, they can give you all the cons. They're very good at giving you sort of like a sheet with all the ups and downs and whatever, sorting things out, giving you a picture and so on. So it can be like a forecast or any kind of aspect where you can make a decision from that. But with the Virgos, they do tend to sometimes slip over into worry or over analyzing or criticism and negativity, like nitpicking. So just be careful you don't fall into that. What you want to do is to go into the helpful side of Virgo, which can be very constructive advice, very constructive weighing up of the situation, whether it's in words or numbers, actually presenting a situation so that a person can make an informed decision. So it's like service to others in some way. But it can also be quite a caring aspect as well. So very Virgoan energy coming in at this time. It could also be, as I said, just be careful with the what you say at this time with the third house. You could either be receiving criticism or somebody nitpicking about you or about what you're doing, or it could be you wanting to do this towards somebody else. So just be careful with that, with the third house, because these things tend to reverberate. You could also, so as I said, slip back into the more constructive side of things, the weighing up, actually coming to presenting the situation so that a decision can be made. It's research oriented, it's very detail oriented. So if you are dealing with contracts and documents, use the Virgo energy to go through things critically, for understanding purposes and for sifting and sorting and looking at the figures or words or whatever the contracts and documents are about. Go through the details very carefully. Look at the fine print and all of these things, because that's something that the Virgoan energy is very, very good at. And we've also got Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So there's something coming in, whether you're having discussions with others, family members, or a significant other, or you know, there's contracts and documents involved, and you're needing to be quite discerning. The Virgo energy is also very discerning. So it's a very mental aspect, very discerning. So, you know, something is requiring you to have a victorious mindset here. So don't be a victim. That's what it's saying. Be courageous. You've got the lions here. The lions are symbolic of Leo. So gather your Leo energy. You need to have a victorious mindset at this time. Build up your body strength as well. You may need to do that. But I do feel it's about doing your research, understanding your facts and figures, or your words, so that you have substance. You know what the ins and outs are. You know what, you can't have the wool pulled over your eyes, if you understand what I'm saying. So build up your strength. That's what she's saying. And just acknowledge that you are stronger than you think you are. You may have been through a tough patch or had some difficulties or whatever, but you can rally your Leo strength at this time. Bring in your lion symbol, but it's about having a very strong mindset, a very victorious mindset. Don't allow victim mentality or poor me or anything to do with that, any negativity. Just don't let it even enter your mind or your consciousness. Okay, you don't have to be arrogant or rude, but you can just be in yourself very clear about what it is that your victorious, your strength and your victorious mindset at this time. Now, I do feel that with this Justice card coming in, the number 8 may be important. So this could be the 8th month, so it could be August, or it could be 8 days or 8 weeks. Just take it as it resonates. The number 8 may be important for you in yourself, in your own personal self. So the Justice card, take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. Okay. So as I said with this Virgo, use this Virgo analytical energy. Go over things very carefully with a fine-tooth comb. Don't overanalyze. Just go through things that I'm quite sure you will see exactly what needs to be changed or sorted out or fixed or whatever. And if you don't feel 100% confident in that, then third house is communication. So you may need to call in somebody who can look over the details with you as well, like an advisor or a trusted friend or somebody who can go over, or somebody who represents a strong Virgo quality who can look over the things for you, This could be represented in a Virgo person, but nonetheless, the details need to be looked at very carefully. So whatever this decision or this agreement or this legal situation or settlement or contract or document, whatever it is, the justice is coming in for you. So you will receive what you need, fair and objective decisions, but you're going to have to be strong during this process, and just go over the details carefully. That's what you're being told here. Okay, so now we've got, I think honesty is going to be important. It could very well be in this as well. So to do with this contract or this document or this discussion or this legal situation, whatever it may be, the honesty is going to come in, and this is a Leo quality as well. It may come up again elsewhere in the reading, so we'll just see how that comes in for you. So I do feel also it's related to this. With the 12th house, this is everything that's in the unconscious. So your unconscious rules about 90% of your life. So this is all your whatever going on under the basis of you, behind the scenes. So this is your deep-seated behavior patterns, your complexities, your habits, your fears, your programming. And your repetitive behavior that you keep falling back onto when you get yourself in a difficult situation. All of these things, it can be anything like that, but it can also be to do with things that are going on in your unconscious, which are to do with your dreams, your aspirations, your higher self, connection to the divine, your spirituality, your ability to connect to that, to give you guidance, your intuition, all of these things. It's a very spiritual placement as the 12th house. So all of these things come in. But so I do feel it's something under the surface, or something deep within you has not been acknowledged, or it hasn't been attended to, or it hasn't been acted on. It could also be to do with connections. This could be about making connections with others. As I said, that may come in with the North Node. It could be to do with people who are, you know, who you have a strong bond with. So whether this is soul family or soul tribe, or whether it's like a soulmate, it could even be a twin flame if you're interested in that. So, you know, whatever it's somebody significant. It could be that, to do with that, or to do with them in your life. But I do feel that this is actually to do with really what you want for yourself in this lifetime. What is it that you're reaching for? And it could have been suppressed. It could be sitting in your unconscious and may have not just been acknowledged, you know. The 12th house can also be about seclusion or retreat. In other words, going into a quiet phase, whether it's through meditation or on a sort of a breakaway, or just some time alone, where you then access your inner self and you access your innate wisdom. Okay, and it can also be to do with healing. You may be obtaining healing in some way, whether this is emotionally or spiritually. It can also be to do with giving healing to others. You may be in the healing profession, or you may want to be in the healing profession, but you've never had the courage to go after it, or you just didn't feel you had what you needed at the time to go after it. It could be to do with that as well. It can also be to do with resolving things and moving forward, you know, letting things go. So the endings of certain things, endings of cycles and so on. It could also even be to do with karmic things, like karmic issues that you've worked on in this lifetime. You may be coming to the end of one or two or a cycle in your life, and you're now moving into a new phase. Okay, it can also be to do with, you know, tackling things like addictions. Now, addictions can be to anything really. It could be to media, it could be to drama, it could be to codependency, it could be to substances. You know, there's lots of ways that can creep in. So it may be addressing that as well. All of these things come in, and I do feel that it could also be to do with perhaps visiting an institution of some sort. Now, this could be a hospital, it could be a library, it could be a university. As I said, you may want to go and learn something, and it could be a government institution. You could be going visiting there for papers or for something that's coming up at this time. And if you've got the legal situation and justice coming in, it could be related to that. Now, we've got Saturn here, which is always about the truth, but Saturn is often about lessons to learn about certain things. That's why Saturn is there. So it's very much about taking responsibility, and it may involve a course correction of some sort with Saturn. This is about taking a very realistic look at everything. The rose-tinted spectacles are gone with Saturn. Okay, rose-tinted spectacles may have been in place in your 12th house for quite some time, and now Saturn comes along to rip those away, and now you've got to really look at things carefully. But I do feel that it's about acknowledging within yourself certain aspects that just haven't been aired, or haven't been lived, or haven't been given the light of day, and whether this is an unconscious need or an unconscious desire, or something that you really want to do, whether you want to study something, or you want to change your profession, or you just want to release yourself from a particular way of living and move forward into something else. All of these things come in. But this is about your foundation. You want to create a very strong, good foundation, but you have a few lessons to learn in this house at this time. So examine your unconscious, be honest with yourself. As I said, honesty does come in, and you won't be able to escape it with Saturn. Saturn will bring this up for you. It's a course correction of some sort, changing direction, but it's having a very realistic look at things. And it can be quite a hard taskmaster, but if you work with Saturn, if you acknowledge that there are certain things that have to be let go of in order for you to move forward, and that you acknowledge your lessons, that you have, you know, taken heed of the past, what has occurred in the past, and you've learned your lessons, or you've learned from that, so that you don't repeat. But you want to create a very good, strong foundation. And whatever you create under the Saturn energy will be long-lasting. That's what you want. You want a foundation for yourself which is long-lasting. Now with Pele, as I said, the divine passion, be honest with yourself. So this is where the honesty is coming in. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, so dig deep. With the 12th house, you're going to have to dig deep. You might even need to get a bit of help with that. Okay, just, you know, dig deep. let this passion out. There's something here which needs to come out, whether it's to do with a profession, or it's a deep healing that you need to get for yourself now, or it's whether you need to let go of something, or you need to go after something. It's something that needs to be released. And it's something that's very close to your heart, something that you really feel you need to be doing at this time. It could be a dream that you're chasing. It could be a change of profession, as I said, something that you're reorienting at this time. But it's to do with your divine passion. This is what gets you up in the morning. It's what's going to light your fire, literally. This is lava coming out. This is exceptional. This is a wonderful celebration of release, of energy, of something. It could even be to do with somebody, you know. It could be to do with somebody who's much older than you. It could be a partner that you're going for, or somebody that is coming into your life now. It could be a soul bond, a soulmate, or it could be to do with somebody from your soul tribe coming in at this time. But whether they are coming in to help you release this, or whether you are connecting with them to release this, or you are just doing this and then you're going to attract these people or this person into your life, or it could be this circumstance or this new foundation that you're going to attract into your life. But there's something that needs to be released at this time, something which has been there a long time, and it really needs to be expressed now. Now, we have also got here Freya Bold. This is very much about this energy. She's very much in touch with her body. She's very flirtatious. She's very adventurous. Friday is named after her. So this is a beautiful, bold, forward motion energy. And this is she's got wings on her helmet. She clearly loves her body. So it doesn't matter who you are, masculine or feminine, or what you look like. It makes no difference. This is about appreciation of your temple, of your body, of yourself. You've survived this life till now, and whatever is occurring, you will continue forward. You're not a Leo for nothing. So, you know, use your Leo energy. She's got a cat there, so this is the strong Leo energy. It's also listening to your intuition, all right? Unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring, okay? So there's something that needs to be released here, something that needs to come out. And I do feel it's to do with your vocation or a new lease in life, or some aspect of your life which you now want to release, something that you want to do with your life, something that like a dream or an aspiration that you had. Or it could be a sort of a change of course career-wise, or whatever the situation is for you. But she's going to give you wings, literally, to go after that. But you must take steps to release it. And this may not be easy, and it won't be fast, okay, because Saturn is not a fast energy, okay? It's going to take a little bit of work. You're going to have your realistic goggles on, okay? But this is about going after something. This is adventure. This is exploration. This is some kind of forward movement, like chariot energy, but very beautiful feminine energy. Whether you're masculine or feminine makes no difference. It's this beautiful energy. She's got her horn. She's announcing something. She wants to go forward. It's enjoyment of life and savoring the body and where you are in your life and moving forward. Now with the fourth house, we've got here roots. So this is to do with your actual house, or where you are currently residing at this time, where you live, and it can also be to do with the actual physical structure, but it can also be to do with your the atmosphere and the people in your home. Now it can also be to do with your relationship with your family, your roots, your foundation, your ethnic identity, or your ancestry. Any of these issues may come up here. Now it's saying North Node is a very positive energy. This is your life purpose. Something is coming in to do with this, whether you're moving, relocating, or you're changing neighborhoods, or whatever the situation is, or you could be upscaling or downscaling. You're changing something to do with your home, or it could be to do with linking up possibly with other family members. There could be soul tribe. At this time, North Node is very positive. This is about the future, okay? The future is lit very brightly, and we've got this with Pele, and we've got this with Freya, and we're going to get to this soon as well with 9 of Autumn. This is your future. This is about you taking charge. This is about you moving forward into your life's path, which you know, you came here to undertake at this time. So this is about letting the past go. This is about moving forward. You could have a very big door swinging open for you, but simultaneously you could also have a door to the past slamming shut as well. And that means it's closed. It's gone. You now need to move forward. But a big door, you could have been knocking at this door for quite some time, or you could have been looking for somewhere or wanting to change something in this. This is a big door opening for you. This is very much a yes card. And you'll find it's also right place, right time energy. That's what comes in with this. So if you've been searching for a new home or you're wanting to change something, you're kind of things are going to work out, you know. You may, as I said, be having people gathering around you at this time, whether this is somebody's going to work with you on this, in this situation, or could be family members gathering out, or they could even be soul tribe. These are people you have deep bonds with, okay? And whether you've only just met them now recently, or they only come in for a short time and then they go again, whatever it is, celebrate this lovely coming together and this very supportive energy. It could be somebody that you're just working with to do with your home. It could be something you're renovating or you're changing, or it could be an agent that you're looking at. Something is occurring, but this is support. This is positive karma coming in for you as well. It's forward movement. It can be a little bit of an upheaval, but just bear in mind that this is your life path opening up for you. This is about you getting on your path. You may not have every step worked out at this point, but don't worry about that. You know, the universe will reveal one step at a time for you so that you can take it in and that you can action it. If the whole path was revealed to you, you would probably run away in horror. You know, it's just so big. So, you know, one step at a time, but take joy in it. You know that this is a very, very positive card, and that, you know, this is very much a yes card. It could even be a turning point, an epiphany for you, a change of direction. It seems to be coming up very strongly here, and there's contracts and documents. So certainly something is coming in for you, and it's going to, as I said, right place, right time. Now with Una, she says easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything's occurring in perfect timing. So you've got North Node. You really can't get any better for destiny, for fate, all of these things. You cannot get any better than that. And she's saying there's no need to grapple or to worry. As I said, with the Virgo energy, sometimes that can come in. There's no need to do any of that. Everything is on track. Everything is working out. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Just easy does it. Nurture the things that are close to your heart, whether this is your new passion, your move, or your career, or a new relationship, whatever it is. This is about nurturing of yourself, which is what Freya is about. Loving yourself exactly as you are. Love yourself and love what you're doing. Love what is important to you. The things that are close to your heart. You know, whether it's your family or your career or whatever it is. It's about just loving the path that you're on, but nurturing. It is also saying that something about this is it may not be full on initially. You may have to do things slowly to begin with until you can go full time into it. Whether this is a sort of a renovation, or you may just be only looking for a new home, or you could be moving but doing it in stages. Take it as it resonates. That may come in. It could even be that you want to work from home, you know, but it will be a sort of a transition, a progression into doing it full time, or moving full time, or a full relocation. Just take it as it resonates, but don't force things. Everything is working out exactly as it should. Now with the moon energy, this can bring in a bit of nostalgia, a bit of sentimentality, sort of getting a bit lost in the past. That can sometimes happen with the moon energy. All right, so the rearview mirror is small for a reason. All right, so don't live in the past. You can bring the wisdom and the understanding from there and the hindsight, but leave it there. Leave things in the past. Just bring the lessons forward so that you can apply them now as you go along. This is very much a feeling energy. This is feeling your way along, using your instincts and intuitions, and certainly with the new moon, as I said, in Cancer, and full moon in Aquarius, this is going to be important. But it's also about your habits and your emotional life, your emotional habits, or even just your normal habits. Examine all of these things. You could have a few things, especially with the 12th house lurking here. You could have a few old habits or inhibitions which are slowing you down or preventing you from moving forward. So just examine that. Make sure that you are cleaning house and getting yourself ready. The moon can also be about going through different cycles, you know, following the cycles of the moon. So there could be phases of things that are occurring in your life at this time as well. It could also be that you are you may be seeing certain things under the light of the moon. Certain things may be sort of coming out, or something could be kept quiet or sort of concealed at the moment. Whether this is something that you are working on for yourself, or whether there's something kind of in the background which hasn't been revealed just yet. So take that as it resonates. This can be sometimes about clandestine things as well. It could also be about crowds, going into a crowded situation, or it could be about fame even, sort of having a higher profile than you have before. It could be related to something that you're doing at this time, but it's very much about your emotional life. That is the moon. Some travel, I feel that with the third house, it could be local travel maybe coming in for you as well. But it's very much about your emotional life, listening to your emotions, but not dwelling on the past. You know, moving forward, using your intuition and your feelings to guide you at this time. Very important. It could also be to do with feminine or female things, either feminine or female wisdom is coming in for you at this time, tapping into that. Or it could be that you have females around you, or a female around you at this time, which is influential in some way, or there could be feminine issues coming up as well with the moon card. Now here we have finally 9 of Autumn. Very, very positive card. As I said, this is aligned with everything we've talked about here. Reward yourself for your hard work. Being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Okay, so as I said, you with the 12th house, spending time on your own is advisable, simply because you've got work to do, and also because it helps you to realign yourself, and it helps you to tap into your intuition so that you can make really good decisions. All right, and you get used to your own energy, you get used to your own company, and this makes you stronger. You know. It can also be to do with as I said, there could be a windfall coming in, something coming in for you, and it could be some abundance that's coming in for you at this time, and therefore you can reward yourself for your hard work. With Saturn, it is going to be hard work, whether this is all mentally and emotionally or spiritually, whatever is going on, something is occurring. And, you know, once you get over that hump and you actually bring about the healing in your life, or you release this beautiful energy that's waiting to come out, this is going to take it out of you. So make sure that you fill your cup up at this time, and being happily and successfully self-employed. So as I said, I did get that feeling here. This is something that you need to release. Facts and figures are coming in, words are coming in, contracts and documents. You could be working from home. You could also be changing your focus for your career even, and that could very well be self-employment. But this is something that you're passionate about, and it's saying easy does it. This could be sort of part-time going into full-time eventually. But the nine of Autumn, or 9 of Coins, is a very self-satisfied, fully satisfied person. It's almost like a very independent energy. So lovely energy to be coming in. Okay, Leo, I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Take care.